Good morning, beloveds. I'm having technical, more mechanical. I dropped the phone. So I'm running behind. I dropped the phone. I'm just having, I was talking to a coworker and she said something, she asked me if I was clumsy, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm pretty klutzy. I'm pretty klutzy. Part of the reason why I work out with a personal trainer is to build those muscles, because I can be kind of like I'm like a newborn calf in a china shop sometimes. I can be kind of klutzy, and fortunately I haven't ever really hurt myself, but I can come up with some interesting bruises occasionally. So I'm not having technical challenges. I'm having mechanical challenges with the technology. All right. Okay, so it is February 5th. Our title is Universal Music. The first quote is, "Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord," and that is Matthew 25:21. The second quote is, "If we gaze lovingly at joy, it will make its home with us," and that is Science of Mind, page 491. "Joyful, joyful, we adore thee, God of glory, God of love." So begins an old hymn. What a beautiful word joy is. If we say it over to ourselves or out loud several times, we find that it describes itself by its sound. This is not only true in English, but in any language. The word joy is universal music to our human ears. We, as children of the living God, have something to feel joyful about. As we look about us, we see the invisible signs of the abundant world, lavish in its natural beauty. We can feel and experience the invisible gifts of love, truth, and integrity. We can savor the outpouring of spirit through the inspiration of talented individuals in all of the arts. We have only to open ourselves that our joy may be full. What are we to do with this great fullness? As we live more and more in the awareness of unity with our generous Creator, we realize that these joys are blessings of life freely given, and we are moved to a greater depth of loving expression towards life. Every day, may we praise the one who cares for us constantly by living joyfully, lovingly, in thanksgiving. I know that it is God's pleasure to give me every perfect gift. I open myself to the great joy of love, and I am thankful for every blessing. Thank you, God. And I have never seen this. It's P.P. And I have no idea who that is. Because the list of doesn't include anybody whose name starts with a P, either first or last. So I got nothing. I don't know who the author is. Which, okay. We have there's two in here that are, I thought there was only one, and now I know there's two. Unknown authors, Universal Music. I'd be curious to know what joy is in other languages, because I don't actually know. But it is one of those words that I do lean into. Now, I talk about the spiritual practice of loving, kind, compassionate, but I also, when I talk about it in the sense of, one, yes, it is absolutely about self-care, but two, it is about making room for joy. There is nothing so bad going on in the world, that every living being can't make room for joy. And sometimes that is exactly what we need to get us through whatever it is that is going on, is making room for joy. And yeah, sometimes what's going on in the world is all kinds of nuts, and we don't necessarily have the room and the space for big joy, but we do have room and space for little joy, personal joy. Joy that is between, either very personal, just to yourself, just within your family unit, Um, and that's what keeps us going. That's what keeps us going when things are big and heavy and crazy. It's when we make that space for those little joys, and they can be anything. One of the most joyful sounds in the world is baby laughter. Now, I'm not a mother. I've never had kids. Um, I've never wanted kids, but I have listened to babies laugh, and there is no sound like that. There is no sound like that. If you just need a moment to lighten your load, Google baby laugh and listen to babies laugh. There's no sound like it. There's no sound like, because it is unabashed joy. Uh, they laugh almost without reason. Uh, and it really is one of the most joyful sounds ever. Now, I will hands down tell you one of the best sounds in the world is a cat purr. And cats purr to comfort themselves or somebody else. They purr for joy. They purr when they're happy. They purr when they're upset. They purr, And so those two sounds are absolutely the best sounds in the world. But with laughter, that is almost always from joy. Cats do purr from joy, but they have other reasons for purring, and they also purr at a bone healing frequency. So that's really cool. But baby laughter just kind of heals the heart. And so, no matter what's going on in your life, if you need a moment, then do that. Just Google that sound and see what it sounds like and see what it feels like to have that noise. And I think it will lighten your load. When we become aware of our unity and our community, and the fact that when we look around at nature, we realize that the creator of all is really coming from an abundance mindset. It makes it easier to find those small moments, and it makes it easier to add those moments up into big moments and into real joy that we can share. And that's one of the things that I love. I love to see other people win. I love to take joy in other people winning, whatever that looks like, succeeding, being happy. And that's, social media can be a scary place, but it's one of those things that I'm just coming through some health challenges, and I feel like I'm kind of on the other side of them where I'm improving. And social media absolutely can be a scary place, but that was one of the things that helped, is because I've curated my social media and followed people who are positive and joyful. And so when I really wasn't feeling good, it was helpful to me to see these people who were joyful, and to see beautiful things and happy things and positive things. And it helped, it helped. I didn't think about the baby laugh. I'll remember that from now on. So, they talk about how scary of a place social media can be, but you can use it. You can use it well, and you can focus on the joy, and absolutely make room for it. Make room for your joy. Make room for other people's joy. It's a good thing, and it fills the soul in a way that not much else does. The sharing of joy. It's an amazing experience. So, I'm going to use this for the mission for the day. The mission today, should we choose to accept it, is to open ourselves up to the great joy of love, and to be thankful for every blessing. It's the mission today. If joy is the universal music, then let's open ourselves up to great joy. Great joy. Let's make room for it. And it can start with the spiritual practice of doing something loving for ourselves, doing something kind for ourselves, doing something compassionate for ourselves. And baby laughter is one of them. It absolutely is. Because joy is loving, joy is kind, joy is compassionate. It's just taken it to another level. And joy is about self-care, really. I mean, the healing power of joy. Yeah, absolutely. I joke. I say make room for joy, and then I say eat dessert first. It's more than that. Because sometimes I do literally mean eat dessert first, but sometimes what I mean, most of the time what I mean though, is don't save the good stuff. Your life is a special occasion, treat it as such. You can have great joy in your life no matter what's going on around you. You are allowed to have that. That is what the Spirit wants for us, is great joy. That's why we find it bubbling up in us for little to no reason sometimes. That's where, joyous laughs come from deep within the center of our being. And self-care looks like taking a nap, taking a walk, taking a deep breath before we speak. And it looks like joy. It looks like laughter. It looks like throwing our arms up in the air and spinning around and feeling the sun on our face. It looks like all of that. So open yourselves up to joy. Open yourselves up. Go to the center of your being. Go to the source of your being. Find that unity and experience that joy. I believe it's Hafiz, could be Rumi, who said, joy has been running through the streets ever since it heard your name. Meet it halfway. Meet it halfway. And remember that I call it a spiritual practice. I encourage you to practice it every day because I want you to create a habit. I want you to create a first response where no matter what happens, you can respond with love, kindness, and compassion. Because it's easier to get to joy from that state. And you deserve your own love. You deserve your own kindness. You deserve your own compassion. Absolutely. I believe that with everything that I am. So I also do encourage you to do something to engage your mind and your body, whatever that looks like. Today, it looked like chair squats and mule kicks and some fun other weightlifting stuff that was going on there. I also encourage you to drink plenty of water. Hydration is important. Your brain works better when you're hydrated. I encourage you to get early in your day bright light. We got to watch the color change. I don't know that we ever actually saw the sun come up over the horizon. We're still in that awkward, but it was pretty. It was pretty to see the colors. I was watching something where it said, watch us, make it a point to see a sunrise at least once a day, or once a year. It's like, no, try and catch a couple more sunrises than that. Sometimes they can be spectacular. It's like God creates this amazing art at sunrise and sunset, does it every day. We should catch it occasionally. So, and I do encourage you, in the words of Ernest Holmes, to open the windows of your soul. Allow the breath of heaven to remind you that you do live in heaven right here, right now. It's all around us all the time. It is a state of mind. It's a state of consciousness. Joy feeds that. Joy feeds that state of mind. It feeds that state of consciousness. And when we learn that heaven is a state of mind, heaven ceases to be a place and can become any place. and more importantly, can become every place. When we learn to live in joy, we're that much closer. And if I skipped the circadian rhythm thing early in your day, bright light, that was the sunrise thing. Look it up in science. It's very helpful. And with Emma, she says, look for the good and praise it. Well, that's where joy comes from. When you are looking for the good, when you're finding the good, when you're praising the good, when you're being joyful about the good, then that's part of heaven. So, take it. Take these teachers' teachings and road test them. Try them out. So, I think I'm a little out of order here. So, here's where I'm going to remind you that we are Creative Life Spiritual Center, Creative Life Spark. I'm the running Rev Ryan on the social medias that I am on. We do try and create, or if not create, share good, amazing content that is both helpful and joyful. And sometimes we go out of our way to make you think. So I would encourage you to, check into that. And if you want to know what's going on with the center, please email info@creativelife.org. That'll get you on the Constant Contact. And the Constant Contact, the hot links are hot. If it says click here now, it'll take you right to the information you want. One example being our YouTube channel. Click here now will take you right to the soul sessions. And that is some amazing content. Or it'll take you to the person that'll help you get the information. Sometimes Jesse is working more often with Home Office now. He's offering classes through Home Office. Well, you have to go through Home Office to register for those. So just want to click here now, and then I'm going to encourage you to have a great day, a wondrous day, a fantastic day, a magical day, an enchanted day, a wonder-filled day, an amazing day, a joyous day, a joy-filled day, a unifying day, a Sunday, a get some sun day. It's going to be pretty warm today. Maybe a open your windows day. I know it's February and it's going to be it could be in the mid 70s today. Weather is weird. A good day. And if that is too much pressure, simply have a day, because you are enough just as you are. You're a beloved child of God in whom God is well pleased and well represented, always and forever. All right? Take care of yourself. Know that you are loved always. And I think I just got myself off track. Reverend David should be on around 5 p.m. with you. I'll be back with you at 9 a.m. But it's Sunday, so we will have an amazing service right here on Facebook Live for you at 11 a.m. And if you're watching this later, then scroll forward a video. If you're watching this another time, it may be a couple of videos. Or it'll be on YouTube this evening or early tomorrow. Depends on how I get the video edited. And I literally do mean that. If I get it in iMovie, then I can get it uploaded and available tonight. And if iMovie's being crazy, I have to do it through YouTube. And sometimes that doesn't get done until the morning. So check it out. All right, beloveds. I'm just kind of discombobulated and I need to go eat something. So take care of yourself. Know that you're loved. I will see you next time.